Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well tonight. Gonna wait a few minutes till everything comes on. Get started, so I know that people probably haven't gotten a notification yet. So I will wait. But yeah. So I literally did the first time. So that was fun. And then I also um am going to be reviewing on the blind channel, so speaking for that. This blind impact is going to do a video showing them, and then I'm going to do a video. I'm comparing the two because I did not know, don't know about my current co-op in San Francisco rebrand launching eggs, which I actually got from launching direct since San Francisco Bay brand does not carry or does not sell does not sell any brand some eggs or any products to consumers. So I bought them from San Francisco Direct. I don't know how that works because it seems like that would be competition, so I'm not sure why they would do that because I don't think there was any company that could do that. So I don't really know, but um, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Um, they've said that before. I don't know. Let's see if I can find some headphones and see. Hey, yes. Why do you say wow? Is it really bad?
Please let me know if this is any better or is this any better? I don't know which one's better, but let me know. Odds for the moment because I have no clue. I don't know how long I can stay at the Golden State shirt. Hey Larry, hope you're doing well. Let me post the link. Let's see. There we go. just posted it in chat. Good, glad Bateson. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. So I think you guys probably heard, but I purchased the microphone. Hey, Fordman. I purchased the microphone for the computer, but of course, Apple's default is to use it as a speaker and not a microphone, which means it's basically useless to me at the moment. So I need to get a dongle or something for it. It's right here. I just can't use it right now. No worries. Just thought I'd put it in chat, Larry. Okay, so let's go. Why do they make it so dang hard to find it on YouTube? And all right, there we go. Yeah, I don't know. To me, whenever I look at the videos on my computer, it looks to me like it's too washed out or too warm, excuse me. Hey Dee Dee, hope you're well tonight. That's just me. I don't know whether that's true or not. I just feel like that's how it is. But anyways, I think I am going to probably make harvest rather the brine shrimp soon, and I need to make some Rapashi food because I got 3 or 4 of them, but I have not tried using them yet. So I need to actually get my butt up and do it. But I also don't know what the best way to do it would be. Because preferably I'd like to be able to make it and then freeze it. But I don't know if I can do that, so we'll see. Yeah, I don't like how warm it is. But I don't exactly know how to change that either, so need to figure that out. But it just feels way too warm to me. I actually liked it the way it was before. That's just me. And then I just need to get an extension cord and okay. I don't know why it's going off now. Because I wanted it to go off quite a while ago. Anyways. Oh, I do know why. I don't know what's going on. Ian, hello, and pretty good. If you guys would like to come up, I have the link link posted, and I just pinned it. Nothing in the world that makes me more angry than that alarm sound S. Yeah, I know. Um, I don't know what. It's annoying because I'm getting frustrated because for some reason when I do it, it the repeat there's a repeat button which I never use, and then there's a stop button. But where the stop button is, it changes. It's either in the middle or on the bottom. The middle one, the stop button is sometimes in the middle and sometimes on the bottom, depending on whether you do stopwatch or timer, I think. Or sorry, alarm or timer. And it's extremely annoying. So I do apologize. Let's see. Okay, before I say it, let me look. Shanna, how are you? Um, I need to do the brine shrimp after this, and I think that I want to do some planting, but I need to get some more plants. That would help. Next item is more plants. And I am also going to do some rapashi later, although I was gonna do it in here, boil some water and then do it in here. I think I'm gonna wait until my parents go to bed so that I can stink up the house and then it will dissipate by tomorrow morning. Because they are upstairs, I'm downstairs. And I'm pretty sure my grandma won't smell it. But I want to figure out whether I can do like some gel or frozen sticks. Yeah, Ian. I'm gonna wait till they go to bed so that I can do it in the big room, probably in the kitchen. No idea what refroids is. Um, but I am gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it out in the living room so that by the morning it will dissipate. That's the hope. Otherwise, I am gonna get yelled at, but we'll see. First time I used it. The only thing that I'm wondering is freeze a Jello form. I think there's a Jello form. Freeze, put it in the ice trays, or I may some other time make it into. I think it was, or not make it into, dry it out. I figured as much. Thank you, Ian. Uh, by the sound of reef, I figured as much, but I wasn't sure whether it was a type of food or a brand. I'm assuming it's a type, but I could be wrong. But yes, I did figure it was a reef or coral food. Um, I hate to say it, but which one do you think smells worse? Rapashi or whatever the heck you said, Ian, or Rapashi? I've never tried Rapashi, but I know brine shrimp does not smell the best. Do you have any salt water, Sean? Steven. Steven. Uh, okay. Just wondering where you smelled it, because I was like, I didn't think you had it, but I didn't think you had a saltwater tank, but I could have been wrong, so I thought I'd ask. Let me see. Oh, where is it? So I got came in a few days ago. Let me see if I can get it out. Got a bunch of airline. I also need to figure out why my brine shrimp hatcheries are still leaking a little bit. But yeah, and then I think you can also, which if I did that, I would need to do it out in the backyard, probably in the shed. I don't know how to change the microphone settings. This is gonna, you know, I'm gonna deal with it. Okay, so let's see. I got a big bag of Viber I got some more krill flakes because I like the krill flakes, which I really wish that they made a seal for these. Oh, Steven, so I just got Aquarium Co-op's Easy Fry food, and then I got Bottom Scratcher, which I'm planning on using for my plecos. So I got Bottom Scratcher. And then I also got Where is it? Why can't I find what it is? That's why. Morningwood, also for the bottom feeders, probably Corey's. And why didn't it tell me? Larry,
Hey, kids. Hey,
how are
Kevin.
you?
Doing pretty good.
And I also got Rapashi Community Plus. So
Now,
yeah,
Kevin, I keep
what?
hearing you talk about this. I think that your camera is fine. I'm not seeing it too warm. I'm looking like the wood to your left uh, over the tank and everything. It does not look that warm. You don't have to worry about it. You look fine.
Really?
Yeah, I think you do. Again,
Okay.
that's just me, but yeah. Okay, so who we got
Yeah,
on
you're
here?
right. It's just you.
It's just me. Hey, Stephen. Hey, Sean. Hi, Ass. Ian. Hello. Shanna. Hi. Come on up. Join me. Who else? Dee Dee. Hey, dear. Hey, dear. Dear. Fordman. Welcome. Bateson. Good morning. There. I think I got everybody. If
You
not,
covered
sorry.
everything. So I was saying that I got Viber Bites. I got a pretty big bag of Viber Bites. I got Viber Bites,
Okay.
Krill Flakes, Fry Food, Bottom Scratchers, Morningwood, and what the hell is it called?
Morning wood. I've gotten that many a time.
Ha ha ha. Community Plus.
Hey, Ian.
Hey, Ian.
With a purple firefish. Love it.
Hey, what's up?
How are you?
Uh,
I'm all right. You know, I'm feeling a little under the weather today.
oh,
Oh,
dear.
I'm sorry. That's not
Supposed
fun.
to be good. You know, that's all right.
Wait. He's feeling under the weather. We got to wear our masks.
Oh yeah, wear your mask on the
Wear your
street.
mask.
That's smart, dude. You know, yeah.
Just in case it happens to transmit through the computer. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's a great idea.
That's my worry. Ow. Damn, I'm getting too old for this shit. So, Kevin, where did you order those from?
Graham Co-op,
Well,
of course. The next thing I need to get, because I'm buying way too much food, although I'm buying way too much, period.
Is more fish. Yes, I agree.
What I want, thanks. What I want to get is some more plants for my tanks.
Hey, J Rock, welcome.
Hey, J Rock. I really don't like having to do so many water changes, and I want to have hiding spots for the shrimp. So I really want some more plants. But since you guys are both on here, I think I'm going to go and get the brine shrimp.
What do we got there? Frozen.
Oh yeah, this is my frozen
food section there. Yeah.
Yeah, I got my own little store in here.
Yeah, it's Hikari bloodworms there.
Oh yeah, bloodworm.
That's what I just fed the discus last night. Yeah.
Brine shrimp, cyclops.
Yeah, I get the mysis and brine shrimp cubes from them.
I should get some brine shrimp. Or
shrimp egg. And I've got like 2 2-pound things of flake food in the bottom of this chest.
No.
I need to get my own small freezer and fridge, but
And some fish
I
sticks for
got
when
no
you're
place
hungry
to
to
put
eat
it.
them. Hey, Sandy.
Oh yeah, I got fillets of tilapia in there too, and prawns and shrimp.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Got to have dinner occasionally.
yeah. You know, a man's got to eat sometime.
Hey, Roundhouse.
Yo,
What's up?
Vinny was right. Bad Boys 3 sucks.
Oh, we could have told you that.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Good morning, Roundhouse. Hello. If anybody
It's not
wants to
morning.
know, I'm eating cottage cheese. Yes, I know you're thinking, who is this imposter and where is Larry? No, I happen to like occasionally cottage cheese. Yes, it's real cottage
You
cheese.
just want to be smarter eating your college cheese.
put some cubed up pineapples in there. Ooh.
Hey, 3D.
Hey, Greg the Guppy guy.
I
Larry.
know that box.
Hey, Sandy. Larry, just so you know, Ryan is not up here right now, so you're safe. So I don't know what's going on. Hey, GRB.
Why is Ryan famous for being an imposter?
No, because he's always giving you crap about eating
Oh yeah, that's
crap.
true.
And of course, the one day he's not in here,
Hey,
you're eating
GRB.
cottage cheese and being a good boy.
Yeah,
Did you not
I'm.
get that?
Sean and Travis also give me shit.
That's also true.
Oh, so
Yeah,
I
that's a good
have
point.
a question for some of you experienced Tetra keepers. I'm not an experienced Tetra keeper,
Ooh, 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 ooh.
You know
I don't
but I
have
nothing.
got
any, but
some Tetras.
Larry just had a joygasm.
I stayed at a Holiday Inn once.
Oh, so you know everything. Okay, yeah, you're good. You can.
Yeah.
Are
Hey,
these?
Jay Oliver.
Hey, Jay
Not once.
Oliver.
It's last night.
What was that, Ian?
No.
Sorry, the two of them are being kids. What was that?
Are these silver tips or Buenos Aires? It's kind of hard to do.
Yes.
Hey, Larry.
Gee, thanks.
Yeah.
Let's pull the kid card. Hey, Kevin. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Yeah.
Are we there yet? Are we
I'm
there yet?
hungry.
Are we there yet? She's touching me.
I gotta go to the bathroom. Ooh, that's pretty. So the pleco was that?
This one?
Ah, so much better. So much better.
That's a pretty pleco. What is it?
Oh, this one is an albino Cory cat.
Oh,
He's all alone.
Hey, Roundhouse, you
He's also
forgot
part of.
that I muted. I put you guys on mute, and he left. Oh well.
he'll
Poor
be back.
Roundhouse. Yeah, I know he will. Unfortunately, sorry. I meant yeah. I'd love to have it back up.
In answer to your question, I'm not sure.
There's
What
also
type
a
of-
single neon. I don't know where the neon went.
I didn't kick you. I didn't kick you out. I know I didn't kick you out, Roundhouse.
No, he's saying he didn't forget that he noticed that you had muted him.
But yeah, I got two little Tetras that I think are either silver tips or Buenos Aires, but
Nah, I
Not
don't know
really
the
sure.
difference.
yeah.
Okay, Roundhouse, you're being so cryptic.
He's saying that you did kick him out. No, he muted me. He didn't kick us out.
I muted. I didn't kick you guys out.
If he did it by accident, Red House. Are we there yet?
Don't make me time you out too, Roundhouse.
He's gonna make you go over and he's gonna make you go sit in the corner.
Pretty much.
You're still
You guys
looking for
want
that
to
neon?
Yeah, I've never had a neon tetra before. And now I have one.
Really?
Just one. I need to get him some buddies.
Oh.
Well, my
Yeah,
friend, he had a 55 full of all these different community things. He's like, man, these are kind of boring. I want to do like an Oscar or a Ballhorn. Do you want these? He had cherry barbs, Harley Quinn red boras, the two silver tip tetras, the single neon, a bronze Cory cat, an albino Cory cat, some black coolies, and a couple of nearite snows.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
when Jen and I first started getting fish, we just had the 75-gallon fish tank, and we put a whole batch of neon tetras, green and purple and yellow and red, and they were cool, but they got boring fast.
And S, stop whining. This is much, much, much better than actually having to hear him. Much better.
Now.
Thanks, S. I gotta go get some
Just
food,
saying.
man. Got some frozen krill I'm gonna feed everybody.
But I love your picture there, the purple firefish. It's one of my favorite saltwaters. We've had a couple of those.
I love them. My clownfish is eating them up, though.
Oh, our clownfish, percola clownfish, is so calm. Just sits in the back, just nonstop. We call him Cha Cha because he's just nonstop, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But no, we have a blue streak cleaner fish. I think it's a blue streak cleaner fish. And that's the one that is attacking everything. We just lost the purple firefish a couple of weeks ago, and we're pretty sure that the cleaner fish killed it. And killed our Valentini puffer. I love that puffer.
But as they would say, you didn't actually see it happen, did you?
No. Is that a tomato?
No, it's just the regular Ocellaris.
Okay.
Here's the purple firefish, and he kind of hangs
Yeah.
out in the corner. His tail's all nipped up.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a regular firefish and a purple.
And he likes to get feisty with the wrasse. But the wrasse doesn't put up with it, you know. But he doesn't actually.
Yeah.
Do
No,
anything.
we've never had a wrasse, I don't think.
I got a little.
We had a
automatic
damsel.
pop-up.
We had a Kupang damsel, half yellow, half like purple, and it was attacking everybody. We finally just brought it back. It was that damsel would not leave any of the fish alone. It was nipping in. That one we did witness it attacking everything. Oh, Sean, when you said he was in fish heaven, I thought you meant they were all dead. I'm like, no, what are you talking about? They're right there. You're fine.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's
Larry.
just that they're happy, and I misunderstood what he said.
You're just a tad bit slow. Just a little bit.
No, I watched the Constantine movie with Keanu Reeves, with all the dead and heaven and hell and everything.
Oh.
A lot of undead type demons. So when he said fish are in heaven, I went, oh, that's good. They're not in hell. or they're not owned by Roundhouse. So yeah, that's good. Yeah, I see that in the second line. Thank you.
That took you quite a while to see that.
No,
Yes.
what Gobi is that?
Little Watchman, yellow
Okay.
Watchman.
Yeah. Oh, did he just get nipped by the crab there?
Oh no, crab
Looked like
leaves
the
him in the
crab
way.
reached for him. Yeah.
He might try. I don't know. I've seen him
I
go
like those.
after the.
I like the gobies. They're just cool, and we have a yellow rose one, little purple and yellow lines in it, really pretty, and it just likes to dig under the rock and make a little cave, and it stays in the cave until it's time to be fed.
Yeah, that's the problem with plecos. You never see them.
The super reds love our 75. We see them all over the wood. We've got a lot of wood in the tank, so they're all over the
How
place.
many plecos do you have now?
Of the super reds, I'm not
Yeah.
sure. 5 or 6.
Oh.
So, well, we have left. But we still have our bristle nose, which was one of our first plecos we got. My king tiger pleco are the only two others.
So it's about half and half. Okay, good. Although I really hope you don't sell them.
Well, we'll see what happens.
And come back up, Roundhouse.
Max is Fisher on that. I just saw. I am going slow today. It's the cottage cheese is slowing me down. There's no energy in being healthy.
Mm.
The Mandarin gobies, psychedelic Mandarin. Jen and I have been wanting, but now
Yeah, those things.
we're not going to get it. But they tend to be nasty if they're with others. Or they like to have their own bottom of the tank. They're not a super social fish. If you have fish that are swimming up at the top of the tank, it's fine. They leave them alone. But if you have stuff that goes down to the bottom, the collage cheese, or is it just supposed to see collage? Isn't that like to inject into the face? Let's get rid of wrinkles.
Right. So I was trying to do a comparison of the two different brine shrimp.
See what they like more.
To see which one hatches out better.
Oh.
But I can't get the San Francisco Bay brand shrimp to even sink to the bottom. Or again, separate. So that's going to be a little bit tough.
You got the air going through there? And...
Not right now, no. I'm harvesting. But the aquarium co-op seems to be good, so happy about that. And why don't you come back up, Roundhouse?
Roundhouse, I did my college years. I'm not going back. I is already a smart person. He's calling my cottage cheese college cheese. Thinks it's a brain food, I guess.
Oh.
He's from the Chicago area. There's no understanding them people. He's he's washing his hair.
Okay then.
He's gonna wash that man right out of his hair. He's gonna wash that. Okay.
What?
He says he's washing his hair. I'm singing a song from the South Pacific musical.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. What song is that? I never heard of it, but then again, I'm not surprised I haven't heard of it.
I'm a big fan of the old 50s and 60s musicals.
Oh. So, I have ice cube trays, and I have
Okay.
4 ice cube trays, and then I have
There you go.
brine
Pretty
shrimp
cichlid.
sieves, and net, and the big one. So I think I'm set. Okay.
Oh yeah, the moon is out. It's really bright tonight. Really clear. The sky is clear here in Buffalo. So far, we don't have the hurricane hitting yet. Even Buffalo is supposed to get some of the outskirts of that hurricane hitting the northeast.
Oh wow.
But right now it's clear skies and a beautiful moon.
Where is...
Yes, JRB, Rogers and Havenstein.
Where? Upstairs?
JRB, you like the old musicals?
And I need to find a container that I can put brine shrimp in. I have to put on this thing. Let's see.
Yeah, Garami's always be camera hogs, Sean, just like you. Every time you come up, you just want to be the center of attention, I know.
Yeah, because he's always coming up.
Yeah, Sean is a big fan of coming up and visiting.
Except sparkling gourami. Shouldn't say all. Sparkling gourami are like so shy.
Oh, we had a pearl gourami that always loved to be up at the front of the tank. Yeah, my parents were big fans of the musical, so I grew up. And we were outside of New York City, so they brought me into New York to see Broadway, off-Broadway, off-Broadway musicals. Absolutely wonderful. I definitely got a lot of theater growing up.
Cool.
Some drama. Oh, yeah.
Larry, I'm not
I
reading chat
understand that.
right now.
Roundhouse says, "Oh, Larry, then
know.
there was a time that Sean tic-tacked my stream." Collagen, that's the word I was thinking. Not collage.
Well, I hate to say
Thank
it,
you.
Roundhouse,
Thank you.
but if they wanted to, they should have used a better person. Because he never comes up.
Well, no, it's funny because of the fact that he never comes up. We'll be right back.
How's that funnier? Collagen? Larry, oh yeah. How are you, Ian?
Oh, I'm doing all right. Could be feeling a little better.
No work today? Or was that earlier? Work today, or was that earlier, Ian?
What's that, Kevin? Sorry. It was
He
breaking
wanted to
up.
know if you worked today.
Oh, no, I didn't work today. I decided not to work retail since I'm not feeling so well. I didn't want to risk anything.
Smart.
Got it.
And Kevin, I using Sean as an example. You don't use somebody and tease them about ruining your streams when it's somebody who actually comes up to your streams. You don't want to insult them. You get somebody who's chicken and is too afraid to come up. Although he says sooner someday, and then it's funnier.
Wait, when has he said that?
Oh, a few weeks ago, he talked about how I would be shocked one day and he would come up. Sandy, how you doing tonight?
I think him and Patty are both full of it.
Oh,
Yes.
do you guys notice anything with these two tanks that's unlike any of my other tanks?
Black
Anything
substrate?
else? Nope.
No fish in them? No.
Anything. Anything at all.
The plants are.
Wait.
Yep.
Hey, Shannon.
Yep. You're. Come on,
Fake
Larry.
plants.
You're so close.
Fake plants.
Come on, Larry. What's up with these two tanks that's different than all my other tanks?
They're still in. Well, I don't
Shannon
know the
just
types
said
of. Yeah. I was
Shannon
gonna say
just
they
said
don't
it.
look real, but
They're all fake. Every single one of them in these two tanks.
Why?
why do you do
'Cause
that?
the fish will eat them?
Because my cichlids, I keep trying, you know. I put Vallisneria in there. I put the floating plants in there. I put the Java Fern and the Anubias in there. I've tried the Amazon swords in there in their own little pots. And you know what?
They got ate up.
They just keep ripping them up. Yep, I'm looking at you, and I'm looking at you, and I'm looking at you. So yeah, and these guys too. These guys are Vallisneria destroyers.
Yeah, say Kevin. Sean says that he's gonna come up soon, very soon. He owes it to us. Well, I'll believe it when I see it. It could happen.
Yeah, I know.
One of these days, he might actually buy a camera.
That would be so cool to see Sean on stream.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not
it's been a
holding my
while
breath.
since he's
So Shanna, how
Not
you
with
doing
that
tonight?
attitude.
How you doing this morning?
I'm sassy.
Ooh, baby.
Aren't you
I'm
always
up
sassy?
kind of late. Yeah, but extra sassy tonight. I got a little bit extra hungry. I'm chowing down on some potato salad and sourdough bread right now because that sounded good. Like apparently I'm craving carbs.
That cottage cheese, you know? Melvin, welcome.
Yeah.
Well, I also have something else to say about these fake plants.
Yes.
All right? They're fake. Look at the fish. They're completely fine. All
They're
healthy.
enjoying them, yeah.
Yep, they're
No problem with
just
them.
as normal with the fake plants as they are with the real plants. I've noticed no other change in their behavior or health because of them. So, I mean, as long as the fish are healthy and the tank kind of looks good, I
Tank
don't
looks
know.
great.
I mean, the
Fish
fake
look like
plants,
they're happy.
yeah, they've spawned in this tank once
There you go.
already. It's like the first week I put them in here.
Awesome.
I wasn't able to save the fry because I don't really want to. So I've already
How
got
dare
enough
you?
rainbow cichlid fry.
Oh,
But
I am
I
so
do
excited
me.
about. Yeah, our rainbow crebenza fry. I am so excited about them.
But I did want them to be in their own little setup with some tiger barbs and kind of just let them do their
It
thing.
looks great. Yeah, those look
Beautiful
great.
tank.
I do need to put substrate in here. That's something I still need to do. I've just been lazy.
Oh my horrors!
I know, it's bare bottom. The only bare bottom fake plant tank.
You said bare bottom. Tell
Okay,
me
kids.
more.
You found another new sunfish. I mean, those fry are all over the place. How do you know it was new and you didn't count it before? Hey, Scott.
Hi, Scott's Aquatic. Hi, Melvin's Reef.
Hey, Scott.
What's up, Scott?
J Rock. Sandy.
What? Who's? I'm assuming that's a bubbler.
Wait,
It's
what
not coming
kind of
from me.
bubbler are you talking about?
The noise.
It's a
Noise in the background.
fiction. What do you expect?
Yeah,
There's-
but the
Could be
noise
bong
is,
rips.
that noise is very interesting.
It's farting.
That's a very odd noise.
Oh, that's interesting. Sean's been using a pastry bag to disperse the sand so that it doesn't cloud the water when he adds
That's
it to a
smart.
tank.
I do
like
that
that, I
too.
know.
Or even if you get like a lot of times the bags that the sand comes in, if it's not a huge bag and you use it all, like I've had
Just cut a
several
corner.
No,
Okay.
you add the sand into the tank and then you actually put the bag in there that the sand was inside of, or whatever the substrate of choice was.
Yeah, I love the
And then
angels.
pour the water over that so that it doesn't splatter everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Ooh.
get my boot untied and I am struggling. Oh my gosh. I was trying to do it without looking and I'm not that coordinated.
Green dragon pleco. Eggs hatched. That's cool, Sandy.
Ooh. That's awesome.
Congrats.
We have not had any luck with egg laying. Well, I don't know. Are the rainbow cribenzas, are they live bearing or egg bearing? They were in their own tank, so they weren't the egg. If it was eggs or if it was live bearing, they weren't being eaten by the other fish. So we were smart about that. Yeah,
They're a cave spawner egg layer.
yeah, they were in the caves. We didn't. Okay, in the eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time we had fry with them, all the fry got eaten by the other cribenzas.
Yeah.
This time we put that mom and dad into a separate tank, and the fry are doing well.
Oh yeah, Carbensis are great parents.
Oh my God, they're amazing. They're so attentive to the babies. They won't. If one goes over to eat when we drop in food, the other stays with the fry, and then they'll switch off. Those look a lot like our leopard cats that we have.
Yeah, I think they're similar. These are sold to me as Agassizi cories,
Okay.
the spotted ones. And then I've got Malini cories, which are the ones with the black stripe.
Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Rockford.
Hi,
They're also
Bateson.
known as false bandit coins.
Did I miss somebody wanting to come up?
Not to my knowledge. We can't see the backstage, but no.
Okay.
My single neon tetra. I don't know why, but I really like that guy.
Okay, you're allowed. If you got fish you don't like, you got to explain that one.
Well, I don't know. I've never had a neon tetra before, and in this tank, he was top.
Yeah. As I said, we got the neon tetras are just.
Yeah, I've never kept
Scott
them because
wants
they're so sensitive.
Scott wants to know who's peeing.
I am.
That's Kevin.
Kevin is
Yeah.
doing a water changes.
Yep.
You. Harvesting my brine shrimp.
Oh, he's harvesting. Okay.
Those are my plecos.
They are beautiful.
Yeah. I'm
That's
amazed
the
at just how much I like. I didn't think I was gonna like the plecos. Yeah, that's.
I've always loved plecos. Even when I was doing fish keeping before I knew anything, I had like a 55, and I had like a pleco that was probably about as big as this wood. He was huge. He was over a foot long.
Oh, so it was a comment or something?
Yeah,
Just
but he
getting
came
bigger and
with the
bigger.
tank. Yeah, he came with
Okay.
the tank, and he was my favorite fish. And he was the one that lived to the end
Well,
when I had to move, and I had to get rid of the setup.
Kevin, Roundhouse says that if you have to pee to go to the bathroom.
Don't tell him how to live his life.
He's starting a new cycle.
Kevin, you pee wherever you want to. I mean, I also recommend the bathroom, but you do you, boo.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm in a 4-bedroom, 1-bathroom house. I gotta go up the stairs to hit the bathroom. It's like,
Just go
when the
outside.
arthritis.
You're a boy.
Yeah. Yeah, my housemate's hanging out on the front porch. She might have a complaint about it.
I'm
Back
not gonna say
porch.
anything because my
Yeah,
bathroom.
I could use the back porch. I could pee into the off the back porch into the garbage container. Yeah, that would work.
Mm-hmm. All the boys I know treat the outdoors as a urinal.
Some of them do, Sean. Do my housemates ever sleep? Sometimes. Well, the lady housemate's a night owl like me. Uh, her boyfriend, the disabled one, will fall asleep in the middle of the day, in the middle of the night. You never know. And the other one works a late second shift, so when he gets up, he's up. He's up for the morning hours, the late morning hours, or early morning. Ooh, phone. Ugh. Ow. So how's the weather out in the Northwest?
Oh
It
man, it
was
was great today.
amazing.
You have a clear sky tonight? You got a clear view of the moon?
No,
Nice
we
and
have
bright tonight.
clouds.
Oh,
It's even better. Rainy clouds.
oh, good.
Yeah.
You need the rain. Need the rain. Stop those fires all over the place.
Unfortunately, it wasn't enough rain like that. It was just
Well.
drizzling, but the cloud cover is still amazing. It was like 70.
Broke the heat.
Yes. What's up, Stephen P 2003?
GRB heard the phone buzz and thought it was his own. Whoops.
That was probably my phone.
Pelly. The dog somehow figured out I was down here eating bread, and he is now all up in my business.
Yeah. Mine. What's in the bag? I can't read.
It's like I
Probably
can
my
smell it, though.
favorite. Yeah, one of my favorite commercials was that Baconator.
Mm.
The dog smells bacon.
Smells like bacon.
There's
Well,
one of
there
my
you go.
cookies.
A do-it-yourself bench. That works. I don't think it'll look as attractive as something made as a bench, but
Wow. You are kind of the yum yucker tonight, aren't you, Larry?
yum yucker. I just had cottage cheese. How can you call that?
Definite yum yucker. Whoop, whoop. Yum yucker alert.
I've never heard that term.
Really?
Neither have I.
I didn't make it up.
Yeah, sure you didn't.
I would take
You
credit for
probably
that
did.
if it was mine.
Yeah,
I've never heard that term.
It's such a
I'm
good
sorry.
one. Doesn't it describe something perfectly? Being a yum yucker. It's when you
that
yuck
and,
someone's yum.
God, what was the other word that
Oh,
we
that's
learned? God, why am I blinking? What was the other word we
Scooter
learned?
Putin.
Thank you, Scooter Putin.
Scooter Putin. That was
I
hilarious.
don't want to know.
It's just when you're out and about, slutting it up. Not necessarily like fooling around, but hanging around with all them fast boys.
Say
The
he didn't
Copa.
want to know.
Was
Yeah,
that
I
when
told
you're a
him anyway.
it's when you're a fast girl? Oh, baby.
Yeah, but not necessarily a hussy.
Oh, Shanna, you don't listen too well, do you?
Mm-mm. What? What?
Oh,
What?
nothing,
What?
nothing.
What?
J-Rock, I don't know. You wanted to spend extra money to get the better lining for a pond. You might need to spend extra money to get a good bench. Oops.
Oh, hell no. Not $600 motherfucking dollars.
No, not
that
that.
is
No.
bananas.
No,
Don't
nice
spend
wooden bench
$600.
For a couple of hundred. That's all you need. Maybe something that's a rocker that goes back and forth. Put your foot
I
up
would totally
against
make something.
your foot up against the edge of the pond and just kick back. Just use your foot, just the weight of the foot. Keep yourself
I'm a
going
big
back
fan
and
of the
forth.
DIY projects. I want to see what happens.
Yeah, see, the only problem for me with DIY is I spend more than I want to.
Oh, yeah. I always end up spending more than it would have cost to buy the damn thing new.
Right.
But I learn a lot doing it.
Yeah, the butterfly swing.
But the whole reason I do the DIYs is because I want to be a little bit more cost efficient.
Well, then don't do DIYs. Unless you already have all the stuff you need for something.
He was going to make a flagstone bench, but just one piece was over $200. Wow.
Ay, caramba.
GRB says just run in the woods, grab some tree stumps, and make some garden furniture.
I was thinking a bucket would work real well. They're like $5 at Home Depot.
Yeah.
Spray paint
So
it,
Cat
put a
bought
little cushion on it. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Quick seats, yeah. Oh,
You are fine.
why, thank you.
Pilgrim was whining in the background like I'm abusing him, and it's just that I'm not giving him any bread, which he doesn't need.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
my dogs
dogs are
do that all
supposed
the
to
time.
have. I don't think dogs are supposed to eat bread, are they?
Not really.
Yeah.
No, but mine still do. Mine still get occasional piece of bread.
Roundhouse is saying big pieces of the flagstone are expensive. You get a lot of small pieces cheap. Well, if you want to make the big pieces to make the pretty bench, well, you pay the
Yeah,
bucks.
it's hard to make a bench out of little pieces.
So these are the tequila Gideons that Cat bought at the club.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're cool little fish. They're a little aggressive though, so I think we're gonna upgrade them to a bigger tank.
Yeah.
Even though they only get 2 inches, we put them in this 10-gallon. And they nip each other a lot.
And 10 gallons too small for them. Put them in like a 20 long. Give them more room to go back and forth. Or something even bigger than that.
That's what we either plan on doing, a 20 long or a 29, because I'm going to clear out my 29 upstairs.
Roundhouse says that his parents paid over $1,000 for a 4-foot by 8-foot piece of flagstone for a main shelf of the waterfall. Wow.
How much?
And that was 30 years ago, 40 years ago.
Oh my God.
Over
I was
$1,000.
born in 81, and I still feel like the 80s are like 20 years ago. And then I do the math, and I'm like, nope, I'm way fucking older than that.
I was born in the 60s. The 80s for me was 20 years ago. Yeah.
It wasn't, though.
I know.
Isn't that terrible?
Yeah.
Larry, I finally got actual aquarium lights for my aquarium instead of my janky ass setup that I had going.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, my guppies aren't nearly as cool as I thought they were. They're all like,
now that they're eliminated.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, they're looking a little rough. So I like did some water changes, put some salt in the water. I'm like, damn. Okay, aquarium lights on aquariums. Important to do. Noted.
Well, I discovered with the discus, we had the lights right in the middle of the tank on top, and I was like, the fish the discus don't seem as bright as they seem to be more illuminated from the back. And I said, Jen, can you just move them forward just a little bit closer to the front of the tank? And she just moved them like 4 inches forward, and that just illuminated like literally like 80% more of the tank. It just makes the discus stand out so much more. It's just amazing, the location. I mean, if you have them in the back or something.
Okay, I hate.
Yeah, I was
things have
reading
changed,
for
yeah.
What, Kevin?
Go on.
I was
say it
reading that
after.
for photographing fish in tanks that you want to bring the light all the way front. So maybe that's why it looks better to your eyes too.
Well, I mean, the more light there is in front, and then it gets shadow in back. That makes sense because that's how nature is too. So that makes perfect
Ooh,
sense.
that's pretty. That looks fake,
It is.
Ian.
It's
Oh, it
my,
is.
this is the easiest fish I have right now.
I'm like, ooh, that's
Larry,
gorgeous.
it's not in
This
the
is my
tank.
very expensive powder
I
blue
get that now.
He's super chill. He just sits there. I don't ever have to do water changes or feed him or nothing. He just sits there. He's cool.
Very cool.
So Shanna,
Yes.
what I was gonna say before that was I bought both the San Francisco Bay brand and the Aquarium Co-op brine shrimp eggs. It's not the fact that my eggs were bad.
No.
So my housemate just walked up and handed me some strawberry bread that she made. Strawberries
God
in the
damn
center.
it.
So I'm going
I
to be
really
trying
want
that.
that.
Hey,
Hold on.
no eat
About
unless you can share with the class.
Yeah, I don't think he's listening to you, Kevin.
Did you hear me, Larry?
Yes, I did. It's not
He just
stopping me
doesn't
from
care.
eating it.
Class. The farther front, the better the fish scales reflect to your eyes. The best light would be coming from your view direction, but
My housemate
realistically,
says
at the front of
I'm sorry,
the
excuse me.
tank is best.
My housemate says that she has enough to feed the class. So if you want to come over,
Okay, cool.
Road trip
So
to
she's-
Larry's house.
and if she
Larry-
runs out, she'll make more.
Cool. I think me and my
That is
wallet are J-Rock says I think me and my wallet are gonna have to limp away from the flagstone idea and come up with something else like concrete block covers. Let's see. The farther front, the better the fish scales reflect to your eye. The best light would be coming from your view direction, but realistically, at the front of the tank is best, is what Bateson says. And then Steven says, when I do photos, fishing, feeling lazy, I will bring the light forward, set it on max brightness, and then get a couple desk lamps and point them down in the back. Larry Metal muted you. LOL. Huh? I don't get that. Whatever. By the way, I dropped the first video on this project on my channel the other day. If you all wanna see what I'm doing. Yeah, I saw it. I need to watch it.
Bateson, just tell me when I got to pick you up at the airport.
Will do, Larry.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, I did this today.
That's
took all
called
the
karma,
guppies out.
Larry. That's
Yeah.
called karma, Larry. You
I know. And having my shoulder forward like this bothers the pinched nerve in my neck.
again. That's called karma.
Yeah. Oh,
And
but it is good.
Larry,
Sean, such language.
thank you,
Oh,
Steven.
thank you, Steven.
Priced out that project too. A 4-foot bench would cost 70. What?
Out of
That's
cinder
not-
blocks? What?
That's not too bad. J Rocks is a 4-foot bench would cost $75.
Yeah, $75. So. He's gonna have to sit down with his wallet and have a deep discussion with it.
Me and Corals right now. I just bought a frag rack. I don't know
Oh,
why.
The roundhouse.
nice.
I've heard him say it 2 or 3 times. What was that, Ian?
Me and Corals right now. I bought a frag rack.
Oh.
So I can put corals on it.
Oh,
I
Jen
don't
and
know
I
what
keep
I'm gonna
talking
do.
about doing that.
Yeah, roundhouse, it's really not the fact that the eggs were old or the eggs were old. It's just the brine shrimp don't seem to hatch as well.
Which
Because I
ones?
know that I did the exact same thing with the ones that I have now and the ones that I got before. Or both the ones that I got to and hatched today. The aquarium co-op ones look so much better.
Yeah, Jay, you can run over to with the Walmart and get a foot by foot cushion for your benches for like less than $10 each. So just get a few to sit on in a row.
All right. I know I can't play it on screen, I don't think. Or at least I can't play it on my computer, but let's see. So these are the ones that from our aquarium co-op
Okay.
that just hatched out. And then this is the one from aquarium co-op.
All right.
And then where's the one? Oh, yeah. And
It goes
then
on to it.
And then this is the one from San Francisco Bay brand. And it's so much darker on the bottom where the eggs
Okay.
are. Because there are a bunch of eggs right there.
Oh, I assume. Okay.
And I hatched them out exact same time. So.
Later, Stephen.
And it's about the same price for Aquarium Co-op's brine shrimp eggs and San Francisco Bay brand. You can get a bigger quantity from San Francisco Bay brand, but it's not much more for the Aquarium Co-op. If you get 2 cans, you can get 2 cans of the Aquarium Co-op brine shrimp and 1 container of, about the same amount. Both Petroman and I priced it out, and they were the exact same price, or pretty much the same price. Not the exact, but pretty much. So I think I'm going to stick with what I have right now, and then I'm going to go back to Aquarium Co-op because they are better.
So, Jay, you have something in your mind of what you want it to look like? Or are you just like, I'm just going to look at the 200 different types? Ideally, this first design was for stone. Well, thank you.
There's more out there if you want more later. Just use the scissors to clip off.
Ooh, the house
All right,
makes
we're
this is
coming
more
over.
where that came from.
Yeah, we're coming over. Hey, Larry, come pick me
That's
up.
an odd-looking fish.
Yes, this is my catfish.
Yeah, we have 3 of those.
I love cooking
I
for
have 2. This is Mama, Captain Fuzzy Bird. And the other one is Felix. That's her son. They sometimes fight, but for the most part, they get along. They're both fixed.
She is a pretty. Bit on the thick side, looks like.
Oh yeah, she eats a lot.
She's a heavy.
She's not really that heavy. She's getting heavier.
It's like, Dad, what the hell are you doing? If you're gonna pick me up, you gotta pick me up and hold me. Ugh.
She's not one much to be held. She's fine if you pet her. Once you go to hold her, she's like, "What are you doing? Let me down." I did not
Kevin,
say.
Kevin, GRB wants to know what mic you're using because he can still hear you when your back is turned over by the tanks.
It's called headphones.
Oh.
I'm wearing AirPods right now. Since you guys are not you guys, S was complaining about my Mac sounding like crap.
AirPods, fancy.
Yeah, Jay, I understand that.
And I'm getting really pissed right now.
Why?
That was a mercy killing.
Because
Got a lot of
the
naive charm.
the brine shrimp are not coming out of here. And I can't figure out why, because it should.
Is this hatchery or?
Yeah.
The brine shrimp hatchery that he's got. He's got a couple of them and with different.
I think
brines from a couple of brine eggs from a couple of different places.
But I think the problem is that the brine shrimp eggs are totally caked inside of the hole, so I can't even get them out.
Oh, that's not good. That's not a. Are those San Francisco Bay brand?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never
Yeah,
used those.
Keeps seeming to have problems with that, but he hasn't had the problems with the co-op ones.
But I just got the co-op ones, so
I thought you used those before. Sorry, I thought you used those before.
I just did. I opened both of them up today or 2 days ago, to try it out, and I did both for around 48 hours. 48? Yeah. No, wait, 36 hours. 36 hours.
Do you gut load your baby brine shrimp before you feed them?
What do you mean? How would you gut load them?
Well, I use phytoplankton.
What?
I'm sorry, you use what?
Phytoplankton. Phytoplankton.
You gut load your brine shrimp?
Yeah, it's made to feed like little copepods and brine
That's
shrimp and other
smart.
filter feeding kind of things in saltwater. So, I mean, I
So,
heard that from my boss at the fish store, and I mean, I've been doing that at home. I just put a few drops in there
wait,
every day,
do you,
a couple
And
hours
it makes
before
the
I
brine
feed.
shrimp more nutritious.
but
It does make the
so
brine shrimp more nutritious.
do you hatch out the brine shrimp and then put it into like a saltwater tank before you feed them and feed the brine shrimp before you feed them out?
No, I hatch them up in saltwater. The same salt
Yeah,
that I use in my reef tank is the same salt I use for my baby brine shrimp.
I understand that. But then once they're hatched, you take them and you put them into a separate tank before you feed, and you add
No,
the phytoplankton to that.
no, I just feed them in my brine shrimp hatcher while they're going. You know, they're a filter feeder, so they just feed on things that's in the water. And phytoplankton is one of their food sources.
Hmm.
A lot of copepods use phytoplankton, like how Daphnia use green water.
Yeah,
Phytoplankton is very similar to green water.
see, Ian, my problem right now is I'm not sure if it's not loose enough. The brine shrimp hatchery cap is loose enough, but I also don't want to do it too loose because I don't want brine shrimp to go all over the place.
What do you mean by that? The cap? The cap on what?
So you know how on the bottom you have a brine. Do you have a claim co-op brine shrimp hatchery?
Yeah.
So you know how on the bottom, that black piece you screw,
Mm-hmm.
and you screw it on and off to tighten or to get some, and then some of the flow, and then to turn it off, you tighten it.
Yeah.
If you loosen it too much, it'll come off. That black piece will come off, right?
Yeah.
And then all the brine shrimp will come out. But you want it to come out that little nozzle, not that big hole.
Yeah. You want it to come out the little nozzle. That's why you just open it up a little bit.
But the brine shrimp aren't coming out for some reason.
Well,
I don't
try
know why.
taking like a rod or something, poke it down in the hole, or
You could use a wire or a paper clip straightened out, something to jam up in there.
yeah, just to
Yeah,
loosen.
since I do it from the bottom, because
Or
I
if
don't
you've
follow
got that piece of rigid tubing that comes with this brine hatchery, use that.
That's what I'm doing right now. Okay, there. Now it seems to work. I guess it wasn't quite loose enough. Only problem is, yeah, I definitely am not getting the San Francisco Bay, San Francisco brine shrimp direct San Francisco Bay brand brine shrimp, because they both seem to have the same issue.
Yeah, I've had no issue with brine shrimp direct. I use them all the time.
Really?
Yeah,
For the brine shrimp?
yeah. And I
Because
buy
it's
their
definitely not separating as well.
I mean, I do get some eggs at the bottom, but I'd say 95% of it floats to the top. And I'm fine with the 5% of unhatched or hatched eggs being in the bottom. Because, from the research I've done on brine shrimp, it's going to be like that with a lot of brine shrimp. It's just impossible to get it all to float to the top. But you can get good ones that have a good percentage. I haven't tried the aquarium co-op, but I hear those are good too.
So, yeah, I wanted to try both. I had the San Francisco Bay brand, which is the one that I was talking to Joe about, and then I found out, or Robert was actually the one who told me about the aquarium co-op one, and said he prefers that because it seems to separate better. So I bought that one as well, and I must say the aquarium co-op ones are pretty good, and I would use those over the San Francisco Bay brand ones, because I did the exact same things to both. 36 hours, same time, and they just don't hatch as easily. So,
Hey guys, I gotta drop down. My phone's about to die. But I will be
right,
lurking.
Shanna.
There's amazing things called plugs. You can plug it in while you're sitting
but
there.
my headphones are plugged into the same hole that the charging cord goes into.
I have like
I know.
8 different wires here for I've got a couple of unopened ones, and if I went a little too heavy with buying cables.
I do like a good cable, but when you only have one hole, things got to take their turns.
I've got the block has 2 holes.
2 slots.
2 slots. One is a 2.1
That's what I
amp.
call
The other
a
is a 1
very
amp.
good girl.
Shanna, you're
And she's willing to use both holes. So hey. I don't argue.
Right. All right. I will talk to you all,
So-
Manana. I'll probably still be in chat for a little bit.
Yeah, I got those off
All right.
of I
Bye,
got
Santa.
those off of eBay for Amazon, I think, for like a couple of bucks each, and I got like 5 of them.
What kind?
They're just a generic, but just the plug-in block for USB charging cables with 2 slots for USB slots.
Oh yeah, but I think she means for headphones and for charging, not
Yeah.
to charge multiple different things.
Yeah, because I think, I mean, I know iPhones.
Well, she's saying that she's got the cord charging her headphones. She doesn't, which means she does not have a second cord to plug in her phone. It could be that she's got a second cord, but she doesn't have the plug-in block. I'm saying I've got a couple of cables and a block that has 2 USB slots, so I could charge 2 items at once. And what I've been using is this great cord that has 3 splits into 3 connectors. It's got 2. Well, actually, this one's got a micro USB C and a Mac Lightning. So if I had somebody come over who's weirdly has an iPhone, I can let them charge up their phone. Weirdly enough, and somewhere I like these cables though that I picked up again off of eBay. Again, it's a single USB that goes and splits into 3 wires. It's got 1 micro and 2 C's, so I could plug in my headset and a couple of phones if I had to. Which, thankfully, I don't have to, but... Larry the cable guy. Yeah, Dee Dee.
You are the cable guy, Larry.
Get her done.
Get her done.
Well, I usually tell my friends who have iPhones that they should have charged their phones before they came to my house. But Jen is running around someplace. She's probably with our friend Donald right now. She's getting into church again, and he's taking her to his church. So, and then I'm picking her up tomorrow afternoon. And we're doing fantasy football. The draft is for our group is tomorrow evening.
Never done fantasy football. Honestly, never even watched a full season.
This is like our 6 years. Oh, forget it. Talk to the hand.
I like watching the games, but I'm not really interested in just watching, the picks and.
Okay. Then you're okay. Then I apologize, sir.
Yeah, I'm a Seahawks fan. That's anything different.
Well, she's not doing the streams right now. She's so busy with shit that she's getting a little burned out with everything else that she's doing. She was trying to be aggressive enough to do all 5 streams with Kevin, but she's just burned out right now. So she still wants to do a couple a week, but this week just been real busy for her. GRB, I don't know if was Chattanooga Ed doing a fantasy football for the Fish family.
Yeah, he did one last year. I think
he?
he said
Okay.
something about doing one last week, but I'm not sure if it's official. But yeah, they did one last year. And
I don't think
turned
this
out
is early for the draft. It's 2 weeks before season starts, so getting
really,
everything done now.
season starts in 2 weeks.
I think 2 or 3 weeks, maybe. I'm not sure
Wow.
now.
This year
It's
is flying
soon.
by.
I don't know. Let's see here. Buffalo Bills schedule. We kicked ass today. Let's see. Yeah, we got next week is our third week of preseason, and then September 12th. So it's 3 weeks before season starts. Yeah, so we got 2 weeks of we got a whole weekend of no games. But we totally wiped out Chicago. Hey, Roundhouse, did you hear about your Bears? I mean, total wipeout today. Too many preseason games. 3 weeks of games. It's not enough. They used to do 4 or 5 games, and this year, they're only doing 3. Hey, Petroman.
Are they letting people in the stands this year, or
Yeah.
okay?
Now I don't know because I can't afford tickets. I don't know if there's like you have to show proof of vaccine or anything like that. I think so.
And they're probably gonna do like reduced seating where they're like have people seated a couple things away. There's probably gonna be empty seats.
Oh, there's going to be a lot of empty seats, I think.
But
But
at least people will be able to go.
I'm looking forward. Buffalo Bandits start up in my pro lacrosse that I love to watch, starting up their regular season in December, like every year. Roundhouse, you don't watch sports? DD virtual school starts. You're not a teacher. What's going on with that? Are you a teacher now? You went from being a guard to a teacher?
Well, she's probably actually doing online classes or something.
Ah. Oh yeah, I understand that. I don't want to get any players hurt in preseason, especially not if you're drafting them for your football league.
Well, that's why they're just supposed to take it easy preseason, right? It's just supposed to be
Yeah,
like
you take it
summer.
easy, but a lot of players are trying to get the contract, so they got to really kick ass during preseason and show what they can do, so they'll get a good contract. Otherwise, teams are just like, okay, we've got 200 people on the team, and we have to drop it down to 65 people. So people are competing, players are competing for slots. You've got like 15 different wide receivers, and there's enough slots for 8 of them. Well, the 15 are each going to get chances during the game, and if they don't catch the balls, teams aren't going to sign them. Ah.
See, I watch a lot of the races.
You're the class monitor for your for the kid, huh? While she's in virtual school. You got to be there, make sure she doesn't wander, and does her schoolwork in front of the teacher. Okay, I can understand that. Yes, it looks
I
like
am the
Roundhouse wants to know if you're sifting gunpowder. You look like you're being very, very careful as how you move some of that powder there. Kev, you're muted.
Yeah, you muted, Kev.
The hell's that? Somebody's
Kevin.
screaming. What the hell? You got more.
Oh, sorry. Those are probably my neighbors you're hearing. They have a birthday party going on.
Oh, okay. I just heard
Yeah,
somebody
they don't.
yell. I was like, you got more dangerous neighbors than Roundhouse. Sheesh.
No, they're very friendly. It's just the neighborhood you got to be worried about. Earlier today, I heard like 2 automatic rifles or something going off down the street while I was outside. I mean, it was just
Yeah.
bang,
Well, it's
bang, 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 bang.
like Roundhouse had the drive-by a couple of weeks ago on his street. I mean,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Downtown Buffalo gets a lot of shootings at times, but my neighborhood, I'm a college neighborhood. It tends to be a little quiet. The worst that happens usually is a rowdy party. The bank robber from 3 doors down moved away. Well, actually, his family moved away. He moved to a different location because he kind of got caught. Steven's newest song for Florida Fish Rescue? Is that the one that he
Yeah.
was playing for every time somebody uh, donated?
It's a great song. Steven is great.
Seems like a nice enough guy.
Florida man digging in the sand. Crack me up.
Oh, not another Florida man story. It's amazing. You just type Florida man and you get some weird shit, weird articles in Google. Yeah, how many of you went on Mike's stream last night for his 24-hour? I was up there for like 5 hours.
I lurked
But like,
for a
yeah,
long
6
time.
o'clock. I was crashing it. Oh, not the flower. Okay. Then I didn't hear it. I was on for like 5 hours. At like 6 a.m. I realized I had to get some sleep. Okay, let's see what we got here. Excuse me a moment.
Well, Kevin, you're still muted.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go.
Can you hear me? The freaking AirPods keep on disconnecting. Sorry.
Yeah, we were
So
wondering what happened because we were like, Kevin,
the San Francisco Bay brand is not nearly as good as the Aquarium Co-op. They do not separate as well. From what I've tested, that's what it seems like. I'm going to do maybe one more test, but I'm pretty sure that the Aquarium Co-op ones are better. Because I'm doing the exact same thing with both. Look at how brown it is.
Ooh,
Can you see how brown it is?
yeah. Is that what you collected out of there?
This is the SFB brand, yeah. Doesn't seem to hatch
I
nearly as
would
well.
put a light on top of it and just let it sit, and then
I did that, yes. I did that already.
well, now that it's in its own container, you'll be able to separate the eggs in the brine. That, or you can just probably toss it down the drain. I don't know.
So you think there's too much unhatched eggs in there?
I mean, if you think it's too much work to try to get whatever
I
percentage of that
can't.
brine is in there,
Unless you think this is good enough, I can't get any more out.
well, you gotta let it sit in,
I have. I did for like 15 minutes.
in that container.
Yep,
Hmm.
that's what I was
I think,
doing.
yeah, I'd
And
probably say that's a bad batch of
no,
eggs,
because
or it's just a bad brand, and yeah.
Thank you for posting that, Sean. I just watched the fish rescue video. That song. That was a pretty good song.
which one?
The one that Stephen P made. Florida Man.
He did a great job, didn't he?
Yeah. At the end, he'll even take your damn goldfish.
You damn feeder goldfish.
I need to get another soda. One sec.
I'm probably gonna stay on here for a little bit longer, but I'm gonna get off soon and head to bed. Tired. But y'all are gone and muted, so I'm gonna stay here for a little bit and try to entertain somebody. I don't know. I'm just sitting out here. Neighbors are going crazy. I don't know what they're doing. Lighting off fireworks or something. Don't sound like gunshots.
Fireworks, maybe? Yeah. Okay, I'm back. You can go now. Thanks for
All
manning the
right.
story. No. Hang out for a little bit. Nah, because if you try and go to sleep right now, you're just gonna hear them shooting off fireworks. So you're not gonna be able to get any sleep.
Yeah. Well, I can't really hear them when I'm in my basement, but I sleep in the basement. I'm just out here in my garage where I smoke.
Roundhouse, who needs instructions? Good lord. And do they really come with instructions? Other than okay, this is how much salt you add. Boom. That's
Mine
about all
did.
I see. Actually came with instructions. Okay. I've never
Yeah.
done it, so I don't know.
It's a little like I forget. There's this little PowerPoints of things to do.
Oh,
Add
Petroman, how'd
this
the
much
fishing go?
oil, this much salt,
Roundhouse,
this much
I did
brine.
the exact same
At this
question.
temperature and this many hours, it'll hatch at this time.
Okay. Yeah, GRB.
I did it the exact same way, but can you hear me at all?
You're a little faded there. No, they're racist. I don't know. Oopsie. Oh, he's gone. We can talk about him now. And he's probably still listening, isn't he? Darn. His sound wasn't coming in good. I'm sure he's just resetting it. I don't know
think
about brine shrimp need a lot of light. I don't know.
Yeah, they do need a light on them.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
So I was saying that, yes, I would agree with you, Roundhouse, except the fact that I did it the exact same way for both Aquarium Co-op and the SFA brand. I did the exact same thing the exact same way. Otherwise, yes, I would agree with you.
I'm gonna head out of here, guys.
Alrighty.
I'll see you around. Peace
Bye,
out,
Ian.
everyone.
Thanks for coming up.
Yeah, no problem.
It was fun having you.
Fisherman, I thought you went fishing. Somebody else go fishing? Who went fishing?
It was not Petroman. Petroman,
Yeah, he's telling me he worked.
I think he is. I don't think he's working today. I think he's off today.
No, he said, because I was asking if you about fishing, and he said no, he was making money.
Again, he just woke up for today. And I'm telling you, he's not working today. He's off today.
I
Chubbs is going
understand. Somebody
Not
else then.
Not Joe. Chubbs.
Well, Chubbs. Somebody was talking about going tuna fishing,
I think
and that wasn't Chubbs. Chubbs was doing regular fishing. I don't think he was doing tuna. I could be wrong. Maybe it was him. Okay.
But you're not going today, are you, Petroman? I don't think you are, but then again, I want to.
No, obviously, I had the wrong person. That's all. Obviously, okay. I thought it was him. But what do I know?
Apparently, not much. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
I guess not.
Loud?
No, I didn't hear a thing. At least I don't think I heard anything. With my hearing going, who knows? It's that old age thing. So anybody else
So GRB,
doing anything exciting?
Well, so GRB, to answer his question, I have the oh, oops. Wait, what? Never mind. I have the brine shrimp. Actually, here it is. I've got this one, which actually works pretty well, and I like it because you can get as much okay amount, like for one fish tank. You can get brine shrimp out of here for one fish tank, and it's good for one fish tank. It separates really easily. The only problem with it is
In quantity is you don't have enough.
exactly, and it's not as efficient because you're just using um, you're using it without air, so it's not quite as efficient either. But I mean, it does work. And I'm gonna mute myself for a second while I go clean the brine shrimp hatcheries for a second. I'll be right back.
Okay. Ha ha ha.
Oh, and Larry,
Yes, sir.
don't cause too much trouble, okay, sir?
Who? Me?
Oh, I must have you
Halo.
mistaken with somebody else. Oh no, I don't have you mistaken with somebody else. I know exactly who I'm talking to. Larry.
Right. Ian, thanks for coming up. You have a good night. Big Rock Marlin tournament. That sounds like fun. Seeing all the boats come in and bringing out the big marlins. Some of those get huge. That's gonna be fun. Ooh, in the camera. Ooh, that's a great idea. Hold on a sec. No, try spelling it right. Just a sec. There. Mooning the camera. Woohoo! Think that's gonna get Kevin in trouble? Don't tell him I did it. Shh. Shh. I know, I'm just crazy. I swear, Roundhouse gets me in the biggest trouble, you know? I just watched an episode of Pawn Stars, where people come in to pawn different things, and they give a lot of history about the items. And today they did a lot of episode. They did a lot of sports memorabilia, a lot of Olympics. But the owner and one of his workers went to a guy that has shoes, sneakers, a pair of sneakers that Michael Jordan wore in the original Space Jams movie, worth like $150,000 for a single pair of sneakers. Um, a pair of sneakers that was in the Freddy Krueger movies. The original Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street movie. He wore a pair of sneakers. He was only on film for a whole total of 9 minutes in the entire film, but the sneakers he wore were worth like $70,000. Like, what? That's absolutely ridiculous. No, Petraman, not that type of store. Thank you. That one. Uh, I watched the first one. I usually don't watch that second one, but
What are you talking about?
oh, nothing. The TV show Pawn Stars, where somebody comes in and tries to pawn some memorabilia or something, and they give a lot of history of the item, and they did sports memorabilia. A Michael Jordan shirt that he wore in like 1998 or something. He signed it. They had the certificate of authenticity done by the uh, Chicago team, and it was $150,000 for a shirt that he wore at a game and he signed. Just absolutely ridiculous. But these sneakers, a Kanye West uh, bought a couple of pair of like Air Jordans and wore them for a concert. Wore one pair for a concert. Over $100,000 for. No, excuse me, over $300,000 for this pair of sneakers because Kanye
Yeah, I do not like
wore
Kanye.
them. I don't care for him either. But the fact that people are so enamored with a pair of sneakers that he wore.
Nope,
Really?
not gonna happen.
That he wore at one of his concerts. He does 100 concerts a year. You're telling me that every pair that he's worn is worth $300,000?
Apparently.
That makes no sense.
When
He's
does
not
it
that
ever?
popular. But I was just shocked at the shoes that. Okay, Kevin, I'll admit it. While you were gone, I mooned the camera.
Oh, Larry, am I gonna have to take this one down too?
You see?
I
See the
can't take you
screen?
anywhere, Larry.
You see the screen? I'm mooning the camera again.
Ha ha ha.
I mooned the camera.
Can't take you
Yeah.
anywhere.
So, Roundhouse, some people have no lives, but they have a lot of money. $300,000 for a pair of sneakers.
I mean, I believe it. I'm not surprised.
A pair of shoes that were made in Paris. They were making them from a one single sheet of art artists print. So every one was different, and they did like thousands of these sneakers, but nobody really cared for them. So people were like, kids were throwing them onto uh, telephone lines and everything, and now there's like only a few in the air that are still available, and they're worth like $30,000 for a pair of sneakers that had
Why?
like thousands and thousands of made.
Wait,
But
why?
they were not popular when it came out like 20 years ago.
So
So
what makes
people
it?
were throwing them out, or they weren't buying them, and they got thrown out from the stores, or
So what?
um,
So why are? What's making them so popular now?
because all of a sudden when somebody goes, oh, do you have a pair of these sneakers from Paris? Nobody can find them now because kids would throw them out. They'd wear them for a short time, or they'd get them as gifts from their parents and stuff because they were cheap at the time. And now all of a sudden it's um, such a scarce item. Even though there was a big run of them, you can't find them now. 28 to $30,000 for a pair of sneakers that
Probably because they were trash.
they were high quality made, and none was because um, they were being cut from a single sheet of cloth for them. None of them were cut exactly. The print was never exactly the same for any shoe, so they were all different.
That seems
Same
like
image, but they were moved over a little or upside down or something because they didn't care. They wanted to make it a little more artistic.
again sounds extremely expensive and doesn't seem like it would be worth. Doesn't seem like it would be worth it.
I wouldn't think so. I agree, Roundhouse. Shoe is a shoe is a shoe.
Yeah, but it's got. Eh.
But I was amazed at some of the stuff. The fact that a Michael Jordan jersey can go for so much. Wayne Gretzky's actual contract. He was basically making $500,000 a week for that. They only had like 6 copies of this contract between him, the management, the team manager, the upper office. I mean, they only had a few, but that he had to sign, that the owner of the team had to sign and stuff. Turns out that one of these 6 contracts for that particular year, the sports agent had kept his copy of the contract and had given it to a friend as a gift, and the friend turned around and tried to sell it. And that was going for like thousands of dollars because it's a rare thing, and then it had Wayne Gretzky's signature.
Yeah, that seems stupid to me. But hey, I will say one thing that I find hilarious is my mother says that my mother says that ads don't work on her, and marketing. Sorry, not ads. Marketing doesn't work on her, except when Dominic Thiem or Shawn Mendes say that they like something. She has to have it. And
Oh
she
yeah,
says
marketing
marketing
doesn't work
doesn't.
on them.
Yeah, right.
Generally, celebrity what's the word? Endorsements don't do anything for me. If I see something in an ad that I think is cool, I might look into it. But the fact that a celebrity is going, "Ooh, you got to get this."
No, I understand that, but my mom says that it doesn't work on her, and I say, yeah, right. Sure, it doesn't work on you.
Yeah, you can buy a car for what a graphic card is. You can't buy a used car for what a graphics card go for. Used cars are, I mean, double in price or something. For a friend bought a new car the other day. Had a 13-year-old SUV that she kept in good shape, no dents, and she kept the receipts for all her oil changes type thing. Something that would normally get maybe a $2,000 trade-in for a new car. They gave her $13,000 for the trade-in because they wanted to have this 13-year-old car. They
Why?
wanted to get more stock. Everybody's looking for used cars, and nobody has any stock. New car dealers are going crazy. They're giving great money for trade-ins. If you buy a new car, they'll give you all this money off as a trade-in, so they can turn around and make just as much money with these used cars.
But why would somebody pay that much for a used car when they can just buy a new one?
Well, if you don't have the cash or you don't have good credit to get a new, you're going to buy something used. But they're turning around. I mean, turning around, the company might sell the car for like 8,000.
Yeah, but wait, no, that doesn't make sense because why would they buy it for 13 and sell it for 8?
Well, they're giving as a trade-in value. They're saying, okay, we'll take 13,000 off the price of this new car as a trade-in, and then they'll turn around and so they're basically giving her a $5,000 discount more than what they're going to get the car for. But they're still making a lot of money off of the sale of the new car.
Oh yeah.
But a car that should have 2 years ago, if she got $2,000 for the trade-in, would have been a lot. Giving her that much is just absolutely wild.
Yeah. I guess
Oh man, well, one of my good friends just told me today that he and his wife went to buy a new car. They wanted to they looked into the Ford Edge, basic SUV. And they went in and the dealer, the salesman said, normally we have 150 cars on the lot at all times. Right now we have 8 cars on the lot. They not getting any from the main plant. They had 4 of the Ford Edge. By the time they finished talking to the salesman about wanting to buy one, 2 of the 4 were sold in that like half hour talking about it. They went to test drive one of them, one of the 2 remaining. When they got back, they found out that the third one had been sold in that half hour test drive. And they basically gave money for a down payment so that the 4th one was theirs and wouldn't get sold out from under them.
Damn.
Just, I mean, literally, they just went in literally the 2 hours they were there. They sold half of the stock that was on the premises. And the dealers had told them that they're just not getting any from the production companies.
Well, that's
the plants.
Nobody wants to work.
Oh yeah, that's the bait and switch Roundhouse, but
okay, why did Roundhouse leave us?
He went to wash his hair.
Okay, sure, that was like
maybe
2 years ago.
But you muted him. How dare you, you bastard! Oh, by the way, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Thanks, Larry. Oh,
They don't have the computer chips. They don't have the parts that they need to make the cards. So they can't get them because most of the computer chips are coming from China, and they're got trade embargoes with China. So they're not getting the parts they need to complete the manufacturing of the vehicles. Thank you. That makes sense. I remember hearing something about that. Yeah, Kenny's a car dealership, isn't he?
Not a dealership, but a dealer.
Not a dealer. Yeah. He's a dealer, yeah. I meant a dealer.
That's not what you said.
It came out wrong.
Wow.
I tried to say he was a dealer and he works at a dealership. At the same time, it came out that he was a dealership. Sorry. This cherry Coke tastes so good. Oh, I'm constantly getting, well, actually, I haven't gotten any recently, but my dealers keeps trying to sell keeps trying to buy back my Chevy. Yeah, Roundhouse says that Ford has over 500,000 mostly put together F-150 trucks just sitting waiting for the computer chips. They need to get a manufacturer to make them.
Dang.
Actually, I do like my Fordman. I do like I have a sensor when I'm too close backing up. Just a little avoidance when I'm backing up to that I'm too close to something. Then and I have a rear camera, which I love when I'm backing up.
Yeah, except with the rear camera, it's a little bit hard to judge distances.
No, you get used to where the dashes are in the display.
Oh.
I can get within about 3 inches now of something using the rear camera.
Yeah, wait, then you crash into something.
Well, no, that's when I stop.
No, but now that
But
you
I
say
can
that,
stop a foot. I can back up when I'm parallel parking. I can see how close I am to the car behind me. I'll stop when I still have a foot, and then I'll straighten out and everything. But I can tell now. I can center my car between two cars a lot easier because of that rear projector camera.
well, that's good.
Rear projection. I want to say rear projection TV. Rear camera. I don't need the sensor. I just like it. And it makes life easier. I've gotten what's the word? I've become dependent on that sensor, but I can still stop if I need to, although not within to the inch. But I'm the type of person that can know exactly almost to the inch on both sides of my mirrors. I can squeeze through. I'll know if I can squeeze through a spot just looking. Situational awareness is pretty good.
Ooh, Larry using some big words.
Yes, yes. I don't need a sensor to tell me that there's a car in my blind spot. I know how to look.
Sure, but it is a lot more difficult, and if you're looking back there, you're not looking at where you're driving.
Don't worry about it. You're not a driver.
Me?
Yeah.
I know, and
You need to look in your blind spot when you're driving and you're moving over.
but
Otherwise,
it's
you're going to hit your car. You know how to look and keep your car straight. If you
but
don't,
what,
then you shouldn't be driving.
yes, Larry. But what I'm saying is, it's nice having the sensors.
My mother got a new Toyota 2 years ago. It's got these sensors that tell her when she's moving out of the lane.
Yeah.
Problem is, it recognizes uh, the lines on the side, and if she even moves just a couple of inches too close to it, it starts beeping at her. It's ridiculous. It's so annoying. I mean, if you're going around a curve and you go a little too close to the outer line, which happens, it's not a big deal. You're still in the lines. It starts beeping at you. I mean, this thing was constantly beeping. Whether she was driving, I was driving. I mean, if you're moving over to a new lane, it's beeping at you because it thinks that you're drifting when you're purposely changing lanes. And it turns out it was just a little button on the um, uh, the
Dashboard?
washer. No, the washer. Uh, the post that has the switch for the washer. There was an on button on the side that she accidentally hit to turn this sensor on, because she had driven for a year and not had it on, and all of a sudden it just went on and started annoying us. Thankfully, when I came down like a week later, I realized I was like, RTFM, how do I turn it off? Oh, it's a little button right here.
What's RTFM?
Read the freaking manual.
Oh. What's that, Larry?
Instruction booklet.
Again, no clue.
Ugh.
That
Oh, I love reading the user manuals on a new vehicle. I'm immediately learning, okay, how do I change the lights, and how do I change how long the sounds are if I hit the button on the remotes, and I learn how to change all those things immediately.
luckily I don't need to.
Right. Being a techie, you want to learn all the little gadgets that are on your new car.
No, I meant read.
Ugh.
It's called the internet, if you haven't noticed, Larry.
And when you get on the internet, what do? You read the page that
No, I
you're
have
on.
my computer read it to me.
Ugh. If Kevin was driving, we'd all have to stay off the sidewalks.
Yeah, pretty much. And I think you meant what? You meant when?
Dee Dee, are you the type of person that turns on the cruise control and then goes into the back seat to make a sandwich or something? Yeah. I love the story of the guy that got a new camper, set his cruise control while he was driving, then got up and went into the back of his camper to make a sandwich. Of course, the camper crashed because nobody was driving. I mean, he didn't know what. He thought it was a automatic driving thing, an automatic pilot.
Yeah, well, that's why they're making it where you have to hold on to the steering wheel now, right?
Well, Dee Dee, you hear Teslas are getting into trouble with their self-driving cars. A lot of them are crashing.
Really?
Yeah, thankfully there's not too many out there. I mean, the Teslas 95% drive themselves, but you still have to be at the wheel controlling it. But there are some that they're making. They've been practicing. They've been selling self-driving cars, and those are crashing. And my sister, her husband got a Tesla a couple of years ago. No thanks. He absolutely loves it, but I'm like, nah. I like the gadgets, but that's a little too much.
Well, that and you have to pay up the wazoo for the add-ons, which ironically already come with the car.
It was around 30,000-40,000. It was no more than a fancy car would be, a low end fancy car.
No, but to get all those extra features.
Well, that's what's big about the Teslas. I mean, this huge screen, and you just have to keep touching the screen for different things. Hey, Big J, welcome.
Hey, Big J. Where the heck is...
Yeah, right now my car's got problems. The sensor just went on. The check engine light, and the evac system is causing problems. And I've noticed all of a sudden my car is getting a little sluggish. I know it's not expensive to fix, but I don't have the $600 to get it fixed. That big polluting cars, the Teslas? Really? I didn't know that. Didi, when I first had a Navigator, I had a GPS. I went to visit my my stepbrother, and who lived off of the New York Thruway. And when I left him, I turned on the GPS to go home, and it kept wanting to have me turn down a side road near the thruway. And it turns out that that side road was just the back parking lot for the employees at a rest area on the thruway. You couldn't get onto the thruway from there. And every time I tried to drive away from it, it kept telling me to turn around and go back down the side road. It just kept thinking that that was an entrance to the thruway itself. I finally just went down a road that paralleled the thruway, and after about 2 miles, it suddenly went, "Oh, go another 3 miles to the entrance." So GPS is never perfect.
Oh, did I tell you my dad was driving a stick shift in frickin' stupid ass Granada in Spain, and
Oh,
it was really late at night or early in the morning, whichever one you want to say. And we're driving, and the GPS keeps on telling us to go down one-way roads.
oh, the wrong way.
Of course.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Or
whoopsie.
and so of course my mother tells him, "Oh no, go down the one-way roads." But she doesn't just do this once. She does this like 8 or 9 times.
Oh boy.
And then he'd get down and it would be too narrow. And of course, he'd have to back up like a mile.
Oh jeez.
Stick shift. He'd have to back up a mile to get back.
Well, that's easy. It only has one speed reverse. You set it into reverse and you go. But having to go backwards is horrible.
Yeah.
For that sort of distance.
Yep.
What program was it? I think it was the Waze program. Some couple down in Mexico put in an address, and instead of court, they put street, and the GPS took them to a downtown slums area where they got mugged and killed, or the husband got killed, because the GPS didn't know the difference between street and court and sent them to the wrong address.
No, you mean they typed in the wrong address.
That I'm not sure, but it sent them to the wrong place. Or they put in court and it sent them to street, something like that. I don't remember the specifics, but the wife had to sue the GPS company.
Waze?
I don't remember if it was like a Garmin or if it was Waze. What's a map? That sounds familiar.
Nope, never heard of it.
Hey, Alan. Yeah, I've had that happen. I use Waze. I've had it for some reason, it just set like a couple of 100 yards off of where I am and shows me going through houses. It's like I have to restart my phone when that happens. And then it works fine. Yeah, but
Okay,
Roundhouse, I see what you're saying about the battery. Yeah, that would be. They've got like a set of batteries in it.
okay, Larry.
Yes.
You know what I find funny is that Jen, wasn't it Jen's idea to do these late night streams?
Don't go there. Yeah, you don't have to do the ones that she's supposed to be doing if you don't want to. But
I'm just
I
saying.
mean, it's nice that you are, and I like being up here. But yeah, I know she didn't realize that it would take so much out of her, and she's been doing so much other shit recently. So, but yeah, I mean, other people can take over the Sunday Mondays if they want, or you can continue doing them. And I'm glad that you are doing them because I like
Oh,
being up here, but I won't initiate them myself.
yeah, I know you won't.
But yeah,
I'm just saying, I find it kind of funny
yeah.
because my partner in crime left me.
Yeah, left you with me. Yeah, sorry about that, dude. You got the worst part of that deal. I know.
Yeah, I definitely did. Most definitely. What am I gonna do?
I don't know. But it's 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it's 12:30 here.
Dee Dee says you got me as a trade-in.
Yeah,
You got a lot of money off of Jen, and you got stuck with me afterwards.
wait, how did I get a lot of money off of Jen?
No, the person who trades it in gets the trade-in for a high price and gets stuck with the new vehicle. No, Roundhouse. She's not violating the Geneva Convention. No, it's not torture to put me on. I hope. I don't think it is. Trade in or trade down? Shut up, Roundhouse. Benson wants to know how much longer you're going.
And
Probably for about another year and a half. Oh, just for tonight, you mean? Oh, I don't know. I've got stuff that I wanted to download some stuff. It means me reach into my back pocket and pull out little portable hard drive. Forgot I had that there.
what?
I had a portable hard drive in my back pocket. I forgot I had it in there.
Why do you have a portable hard drive in your back pocket?
I was bringing some video, some movies over to the guy that I work for,
Got it.
And that we watched the Constantine movie last night, and I forgot to take the hard drive home with me last night, so I brought it home tonight. I'm going to get
Got
the Remel Williams "The Adventure Begins" movie, and bring it over to him on Monday night, my next night, working for him, and we'll watch that.
Got it.
It's great. I actually sit around and do nothing for about an hour, 45 minutes. So this is the last 15 minutes that he actually has me doing a lot of work. For most nights. Occasionally it's like, oh, do the dishes or something like that. But that usually it's like, okay, yeah, just hang out for an hour and 45 minutes until we need to do the last part, and then I put him to bed and I get to leave. But we watch movies until then.
Cool. Okay, so you never really answered the question.
Which question?
How much longer are we going to go?
Want to do the full 4 a.m. or do you just want to do another like 9 minutes till 2:45?
I can do till 4.
So 24 more minutes.
Correct.
Ethan, how's that sound? Want to come up for 25 minutes? The link is posted. Come on up, join us. Hang out. Watch Kevin's ceiling.
Yes, because I'm doing something right now. I'm getting a new gadget out.
Oh, you gotta stop buying so much stuff. Relax.
I'm not buying anything. It was free.
Oh.
Or rather, it was loaned. But I didn't have to pay a dime. And I get to use it, so I'm happy.
Oh, Monday night I'm not going to be able to stream. I got to get up early for my MRI.
For your back?
Finally getting it for my neck.
Oh, your
neck.
Hey, Larry?
Yes?
Do you think you could make me one of these? I don't know how the heck you did it.
A little plastic shrimp? I don't know what it was made out of.
Straws.
Who made it?
I got it from Ocean Aquarium. Hey,
Nathan. Hi, new local Austin.
Hey, Austin, how are you?
He's a happy drunk.
How are you guys doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Okay, what is that? A shark? Oh yeah, that's your shark. I remember.
Yeah.
That's your 240 tank.
Yeah.
Or 220.
I gotta get some plants in there this weekend.
Yeah, it's kind of plain, but I don't think the fish mind.
No, it was a big upgrade for her, so.
Yeah, she almost looks small in that thing.
That's the second I put her in, it just made me stand back and go, whoa.
Yeah, when we finally got fish in our 180, the 180 had been sitting in the living room for over a year, not being used. When we finally put plants and water in, it was like, okay. And when we finally put the fish in, it's like, wow. And then the discus, they just love it. So much room for them.
Yeah, I'm growing out a group of Senegal bichers to grow in here, albino Senegals, and a couple rope fish. And then that ornate seems to do great with smaller fish, so
Okay. The
it's pretty
GRB, I have no idea. Insurance is paying for it.
Although those Geophagus, I tried to put a fish in there a little while ago that was a little bit smaller than them, came back 10 minutes later. Like, I stood there, watched it 10, 15 minutes, everything seemed fine. They left it alone. He was swimming on his own. Came back like 10, 15 minutes later, and dude was straight torn apart in the bottom of the tank.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
But they're trying to breed back in that back corner on the left side of the tank, so
Yeah, new local. We just hang out and talking right now. Most of us have home aquariums, and we're always showing the fish and the plants and stuff, and talking about that sort of stuff. So don't be
Yeah,
surprised if you're hanging out that we
most
start
of
talking
us.
about that.
Yeah, Larry, most of us, except you.
I own 23 tanks. What are you talking about? Well, 22 tanks. The fact that I don't have a single one in my house is irrelevant.
Yeah, uh-huh.
I pay for the food for those 23 tanks.
And for the tanks.
And for the tanks, and for the fish, and Jen has paid me back for most of for the discus. You had 13 tanks. That works. Multiple tank syndrome person. I love it.
Oh man, I think we're up to almost 40 in this room.
That's insane, Bateson.
That's great.
Between me and my wife, she's got quite a few on her single rack, just like little 5s and stuff.
We have 5 or 6 3.5 gallon that we were using for the and my mind just blanked. The stuff that the fish that KG Tropical sell, the
Bettas?
the bettas. My mind just blanked on it. Thank you. We had those.
Mo Betta.
Yeah, we had those for the bettas, or now also for some of the shrimp.
My wife's been doing like 5s and 10s for all her betas. That's pretty much all she's really into. Actually, she did just get some like tiger, I don't know. They look crazy. Some weird guppies.
Mm.
They're like black, like all black, and then they have like little spots on them of just like iridescent blue.
Ooh.
Like shiny iridescent blue. They're pretty awesome. I liked them a lot. She saw them and couldn't walk away from them.
Yeah, we had the betas. We had our first 2 betas in 10-gallon tanks. Actually, at one point we had 6 betas, and they were each in 10-gallon tanks, one next to the other, with just like cardboard in between each one, so the guys don't try and go after each other. And they loved it, but then we started getting all these other fish, and the killifish, and the crabenzas, and everything. So we needed the 10-gallon tanks for those. So we moved we picked up the batch of the 3.5 gallon ones. And these little kits that you got at PetSmart that have the heater, the light, and the filter built in.
Oh yeah.
All built into the hood type thing. It was like, that's cool. So the betas all went over to those.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. I like the little racking systems. I've always wanted to get a bunch of the 33-gallon longs and split them.
Oh.
Like put dividers in them for betas. I think those would be pretty cool. There is a pet shop that has like one of them set up for betas around here. And I don't know, it just gave me the second I walked in and saw it, I was like, man, I want a whole rack like that.
Well, I want to get my first fish tank from my house for an axolotl. I really want an axolotl sitting right off to the side here, side of my desk, beside my desk. Just trying to think, do I just get like a 20 long? Do I get a 29? I know
They do
the
pretty good in
small
20
beginning
long.
in a 20 long. Okay.
Yeah, they do pretty good in 20 longs. My brother had a couple of them in a 20 long for like a year and a half or so.
Well, when they get full size and they're like 8-9 inches long, I want
Yeah.
to make sure
Isn't
they have
that
enough
too
room.
small for
Yeah.
a 20 long? Too
That's the
small
problem.
for an adult axolotl?
Yeah, probably in the long run it'd be too small, but I mean, like the first year or two, I think he'd be okay.
Well, that's
Oh,
why I'm saying I
yeah.
want to get, if it's just going to be one tank just forever, maybe getting like a 29.
Yeah.
I don't want to get multiple tanks. I don't have the room.
At that point, you'd probably
such.
go with a 40 breeder, just to get
How
the
long
extra.
are those?
Because the 20 longs and the 30-gallon tanks have the exact same footprint. For
Okay.
regular 30s. And then the 40 breeders are, I think, 18 inches deep, if I remember right. I go double check. I have one out here. Yeah, they're 18 deep by...
So 3 feet by 18 inch by 16 inch.
Yep.
3 feet. I think I got room, yeah. That's a big tank to have next to my computer, though.
I like having
an
the
18
20-gallon
inch.
next to my
That's going to be sitting out. I'm like taking a look here. It's going to be sitting out to here, and it's... That would be pretty impressive to have that here, though. It's the sickness, yeah.
It really is, though.
Yeah, Jen and I had the 75-gallon that was actually her ex-husband's, and that was our only tank. And then she had a 75 that she had left at a friend's house for many years and had forgotten about it. And then the friend called one day and said, "Oh, we're moving. You want your tank back?" And all of a sudden, we've got 2 75s. Okay. And then we picked up a couple of 10-gallon. And we were looking into what we would use for salt water, and we saw one of these all-in-ones, one of these little Fluval 13-gallon tanks. And we went, okay, for salt water. And so we got a 13 gallons. All of a sudden, we've got like 5 tanks. And then we're like, okay, let's get a couple of 10-gallon for other things. And then I saw on Craigslist, I made the mistake of looking on Craigslist. Or it might have been Facebook Marketplace for my area. Somebody was selling 180-gallon for $400, and I went, holy shit, that's a phenomenal price for a 180-gallon tank. And it sat for a year and a half in the living room, empty. But when we finally, I'm in Buffalo, New York. Hey, Jeffrey, we're only going to be on for another 11 minutes. But that's how my multi-tank syndrome started. Started with 175 that was somebody else's. And then a tank that she had forgotten about ended up back in her possession, and boom, that started.
Yeah, for us, I hadn't had a tank in a couple years. And my stepdad was my stepdad will like get in and out of the hobby a lot, like every year or two. He like gets a tank and then he ends up like not liking it for some reason and getting rid of it. And I don't really understand that.
And Natural,
But
you missed Natural. Excuse me a second, Benson. Natural, you missed it. I was eating healthy earlier. Cottage cheese. Yeah, no, I couldn't believe it either. I'm sorry, Benson. Go ahead.
you're good.
Your dad.
He ended up giving me and my wife a 55-gallon, and
Okay.
and then after that we got the 90-gallon with the puffer because it was like $100 on Craigslist or whatever, Facebook or something, and yeah, after that someone gave me a 30-gallon. Like this all happened in probably a month and a half.
Oh, they gave you. Oh yeah, if they give you a tank, that's totally different.
Yeah, and then
That's cheating.
so then I got given a 30-gallon, right? He was like, it was a guy at work. He was like, take it. It stinks. It's sitting in my house. I don't want another fish. My fish died. Like, it made me depressed. I don't want to deal with it. Just take it. And so that led me down the rabbit hole really, really quick. And then it was right after that. So my wife got a little tank so that she could get a beta. And then after that, I found my brother went out and got a 150. And like a week later, I found the 150 that the puffer was in for the last like 8 months, 9 months. I found that one free on OfferUp or whatever. It was completely free, but the frame was cracked and stuff. So
That's the one you told us about. Yeah.
Yeah, when I went to rearrange everything, I just took it down and left it outside. I figure later I might be able to make that into a big plywood tank, but I don't know. I'm supposed to go get this. The lady said it's a 6x5x3 tank. It's like 600.
6x5.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like a 1,000-gallon or something. It's huge.
675 or so. She said it might be a little bit bigger than that, but she can't really she's got a bunch of shit in front of it, basically. But
calculator.
Then she's got. I was looking at her posts. She's got another tank posted up. Like, she doesn't have pictures of them, which sucks. It's irritating. But she has another one posted that she says is 8 foot long by 6 foot tall by 2 feet deep. Like, that's a massive cichlid tank or something.
5x6x3 is a 670-gallon. It doesn't sound right.
Which I want to get a tank like that for I want a Mabu puffer. I've wanted a Mabu puffer since I found out what a Mabu puffer.
That's one of the huge.
Yeah, one of the 36-inch puffers or whatever.
Oh Jesus! Oh.
They get big.
Yeah, they get gigantic.
Well, GRB's got a good question. Would a 6x5x3 go through a door?
Yeah, you stand it up on the 5 foot or on the 3 foot side, so it goes through sideways, and it's a 5 foot tall space. It's literally like barely designed to fit through a door. I might have to take it off its hinges, but
yeah, I think we would definitely have to take it off hinges in my house. Might have to move a part of the frame. Jesus, that's. Yeah, Jen would have to go through a side door to put it in her house. We had to put. That's what we had to do the 180 through the side door because we had a turn and going through the front door wouldn't have worked.
anyway, it's not getting set up in this room. I'm looking at like getting ready to buy a house. Me and my wife are supposed to go start looking tomorrow, actually.
Ooh.
And
And what state you live in?
Washington.
Oh, you're another northwesterner.
Yeah, I'm like right next to Portland. I live next to Kenny and Atkins and Natural. 503.
Yeah, next to all the weird fish people. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, whereas I live in the same state as like Rico Stan and Brienne and her family and Canisteo and Ames, that group. And then there's a whole shitload of these of Southerners. And then those weird Australian people. Right, GRB? Both East Coast and West Coast are Australians. Yeah, New Local, you get a lot of people down in the Texas area with our group as well. A lot of Texans and a couple of Louisianians and that type. Yes, GRB, you're weird, but you're fun. So we like you.
I think it's okay to be weird. I don't think
Hey, MFT,
most of the
how's it
people in
going?
the fish fam are normal.
Normal for us, yeah.
I think most of the people that are normal, quote unquote, are kind of facades.
Boring.
They seem like NPCs of real life.
No, Jeffrey, I got no problem with you Southerners.
All them Southerners and their fish mafias and cults and coalitions and.
All right, Larry. Well, if you want to go anytime, go ahead.
I'll
Thanks for
stay the
coming
extra 2 minutes. We still got 2 minutes.
Hello,
Yeah,
John.
MFT, we're shutting down for the night in a minute. Minute and a half.
Oh yeah, you said you were going to karaoke night. How is it? Yeah, and Jeffrey just came in. And Natural.
Cool, I got a friend who hosts every Saturday night.
Natural.
New Local, Mama's a smart lady. Yeah, the tattoos, or you can come or go. I don't care. But the no militias, good boy.
Weird, not but fun. Yeah.
I miss me.
I can see that. New Local Austin says, "Amen."
Weird night.
Got
that
it.
makes more sense.
All right. right. Well, thank you all
Everybody,
for coming.
don't forget to hit the like button, which I just
Thank
did.
you all for coming. Thank you, Mason.
Of course.
Thank you all for coming in, and I will see you tomorrow.
I
Y'all
might
have a
not be
great
on
rest of
tomorrow.
your night.
Okay. Well,
Thanks,
have
Kevin.
a good night, everyone. Thank you. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and see you tomorrow. Bye,
Night,
everyone.
kids.
Later.